Good evening, everybody. It's another episode of Intellectually Honest, unedited, uncut, and we're going to get right into it. Before we get right into it, though, man, y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, man, because, we almost at 200 subscribers. I normally don't, say that at the beginning of the videos, but, man, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm about to start being a lot more active, a lot more consistent, putting these videos out because the season is officially underway. The Chicago Bulls and Lonzo Ball are fresh out the gate with a W, and that's what we like to see. You love to see it. So I'm gonna get into this recap. We got DeRozan. DeRozan came through with the consistent scoring that we know him for. He had 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. He really stuffed the stat sheet tonight. DeRozan did. He was a pretty efficient all-around game for DeRozan. He hit 1 3. Pretty nice night for him. Vucevic, I'll tell you this, man. Vucevic, he got to pick that scoring up, man. He still hit us off with a clean 15 and 15, but 7 out of 21 shots. You got 15 points. You took 21 shots to get him. Still a solid night. He didn't do anything really to destroy the team, to work against the team, I guess you could say. So still a pretty solid night for him. So shout out to Vooch, but we need to get that efficiency up as far as scoring goes. Because that's really what Vooch brings from that center position. He's a versatile scorer. He's like a lesser version of Nikola Jokic to a degree. He brings a lot of that versatility, but we just need the efficiency to come up a little bit for Vooch. Nice night though, 15 and 15, 4 assists to go on top of that. You can't really complain. You love to see it. Zach LaVine. All right, so Zach LaVine is clearly one of the best. He's been that for, I guess, a couple years now. One of the best scorers, best all-around scorers in our game, in this game, the game that we love. I can't really say our game because I'm not affiliated with but the game that we love, the NBA basketball. Zach LaVine is one of the top scorers in the game. He also helped out on the boards with 6 rebounds, facilitated with 4 assists. He was efficient, 64% from the field, 65 if you round up, if you want to be intellectually honest. 11 out of 11 free throws. Come on, Zach. No issues with Zach's game. You love to see it. One of the best scorers in the game all around. Like I said, a lot of people, the bench didn't really come through. Caruso had 3, only hit 1 shot really. But I think and looking at it, Caruso had the worst plus minus in the game, man. So, but it didn't really affect nothing. Like I said, it was an overall win. He still showed up on the defensive end with 4 steals, 2 blocks. The scoring is gonna come and go with Caruso. So I'm not gonna kill him about that. The bench, it looks like the bench only gave us really like 10 points. Nobody on the bench really did anything. Patrick Williams, he didn't really have that great of a night. He didn't really, his defense wasn't really that crazy. He had 2 out of 3 shots. So he didn't really put his impact on the game that much. And last but not least, let's get to our boy Lonzo Ball, because that's what we all here to see. That's what we care about. Let's go. Lonzo Ball, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 2 block attempts, 41% from the field, 33 from 3, 2 for 6. 4 turnovers. Those 4 turnovers are ugly to me, man. I don't like them. I do not like those 4 turnovers from Lonzo Ball, because it kind of cancels out the 4 assists. If those 4 turnovers were scored on. But the thing about Lonzo, if you watch the game, I'm not making excuses for Lonzo in the least. If you watch the game, especially in that 4th quarter, Lonzo Ball had his hands on a lot of plays. He had his hands in like a lot of the defensive plays. It was one play where it's like this dude was tipping the ball. He was all up in everybody's personal space trying to get that ball, and he finally knocked it away from Jeremy Grant. As Jeremy Grant was passing him, he tipped it away, and the other Detroit Pistons tried to catch it but couldn't, and it went out of bounds. Bulls basketball. So those are the kind of plays that Lonzo Ball makes that just affect winning. Like I said, he'll have better scoring nights than this. He'll have more efficient nights in terms of assist to turnover ratio. His rebounds are good, but his defense was solid tonight, and that's what I like to see from Lonzo. Even when he's not hitting on offense, his defense is like top notch every possession, and that's how you win games. You don't win this game without that kind of effort. This is too close of a game. The Detroit Pistons was on, Jeremy Grant was on, Isaiah Stewart was doing his thing. Sadiq Bey, he wasn't really that crazy, but he hit timely baskets. Kelly Olynyk, the Pistons were hanging in there. This was definitely the kind of game that could be had if you don't get that kind of defensive effort, that kind of like just nonstop engagement from Lonzo Ball. So while I'm not at all satisfied with his assist to turnover ratio, 4 turnovers is not gonna cut it when you only got 4 assists. 12 points, he can definitely give you a little more than that. Free throws, we need him to start hitting. We need him to start getting free throws, for that matter. But it wasn't just him. Looks like outside of Levine, nobody really got free throws like that. DeRozan only shot 2 free throws, missed both of them. Vooch didn't shoot any free throws. Lonzo didn't shoot any free throws. P. Will hit 2 for 2 for free throws, and after that, nobody else hit free throws. Nobody else took free throws except for Levine. So nobody was really attacking like that. Nobody was really getting to the line like that. I ain't gonna say attacking. They just weren't getting to the line. All around, it was a solid game. For what it was, a low scoring, knock down, drag them out type game. It was an alright performance for the Bulls. They showed that they're not just front runners. Because that can be the thing with teams like those flashy teams like the Phoenix Suns of old, like the 03, 04 Suns. I say 04 to about 06 Suns. Were like front runners. They get out there and they high powered, fast paced offense. They really were ahead of their time in that respect. But they were front runners, and that's why whenever they got to the playoffs and they got to those teams that can jump out on them, it was hard for them to come back. It was hard for them to do anything with the Spurs or the Mavericks or the Lakers and stuff like that. So that's why they ultimately never really got the championship in that era. But yeah, all in all, I'm not gonna harp on these guys. They got the win, and as I expressed in my last video, that's what the Ball brothers are about. Speaking of the Ball brothers, LaMelo Ball also found himself in a close knockdown, drag out type game against the Indiana Pacers. We knew the Pacers was gonna be formidable. I don't think that the Pacers are better than the Hornets or better than the Bulls. So I'm glad the Hornets got the win. But it was definitely a knockdown, drag out type performance. But let's just quick. I'm not gonna get into all the Charlotte Hornets stats, but LaMelo Ball definitely showed out tonight. He had 31 points. Like I said in my last video, research the logs. Like I said in my last video, LaMelo Ball he's definitely a bucket getter, more so than Lonzo. And as you see with the assist total, he can get his teammates involved too. His plus minus was a 0, so that's puzzling. But that's why I don't fully understand the plus minus and how it, but whatever. Because LaMelo's stats look solid: 31, 9, and 7, and 2 steals to sprinkle on top of there. 77.8% from 3. 7 out of 9. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. The kid, LaMelo, definitely came out the gate on fire. Had a lot of help from Gordon Hayward. I hear a lot of people try to talk trash about Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward is legit. Even back from the Celtics days, once he got his foot on right, that's not funny. Once he got over his injury, he's definitely a reliable scorer and playmaker. Really, Gordon Hayward is. So Gordon Hayward helped out. He chipped in with 27, 5, and 3, 50% from 3, 45 from the field. 5 out of 8 from free throws. Didn't have, only had 3 turnovers, positive 12 in the plus minus. He, one steal. Gordon Hayward definitely chipped in to help out. Everybody helped out. Kelly Oubre had never mind. I was gonna say Kelly Oubre had a solid night, but he took 17 shots to get 14 points. So, yeah, we don't need that. But yeah, both Ball brothers came out the gate with wins this season. You love to see it. I'll give props to LeVar for that. These boys, they care about winning. I seen Skip Bayless say like last year, he sees a lot of that with the Ball brothers, that they it seems like losses don't really affect them. Look, just because they're not all emotional in the media, in the post game conference, damn near on the verge of tears, that doesn't mean that the win doesn't affect them. These guys, trust me, if LaMelo would have lost tonight, if Lonzo would have lost tonight, that would have affected them more than their individual stat line. If LaMelo, LaMelo and them, that game came down to the wire, like the last 4 seconds type stuff. If the Hornets don't win that game, I guarantee you that 31-9-7 don't mean anything to LaMelo. These boys are about winning. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to look different. It's going to look different. That's what I was trying to get all. That's the energy I was trying to get across in my last video. It's going to look different. Lonzo is not the scorer that LaMelo is, but LaMelo is not half the defender Lonzo is. You know what I'm saying? They just do, and they do it different ways. Their mindset on offense is different. You know what I'm saying? LaMelo is, like I said, if I had to compare them to anybody, any of the superstars, any of the legends of the past, LaMelo is Penny Hardaway, Lonzo is Jason Kidd. They both have, have similar skill sets, similar size, but the mindset is the difference. So yeah, so just keep that in mind when you judging these guys. Like I said, if that makes one of them better to you, then that's your right. Get that energy off. But I think that what you saw tonight is indicative of the kind of players that these guys are. Granted, LaMelo's not gonna average 30. He's not gonna go for 30 every night. Lonzo Ball's not gonna just have 12 and 4 turnovers every night. But if they get the win, I guarantee you those guys, if you ask them, they'll say that's a successful night for them. So that's that. I just want to get that energy off. Yeah. You couldn't ask for a better start. They get the wins in their own respective games. Who they got next? Let's see. I know I know that everybody's gonna be tuned in Friday. That's the one we wanted to see. Granted, it's kind of dampened by the fact that Zion, he had foot surgery, so he's not gonna be there. But I really wanted to see that opening night from the Pels and the home opener for the Pels and the Bulls versus the Pelicans. But I wanted Zion to be playing, so it's gonna take time. Like I said, also one thing to keep in mind is that the Charlotte Hornets have a lot more chemistry than the Bulls. For those out there who want to compare LaMelo and Lonzo, the Charlotte Hornets have a lot more chemistry. Miles Bridges and LaMelo have a lot more rapport than Lonzo and Levine and DeRozan. So it's just going to take time. It's going to take time for the Bulls to mesh and gel. So most important thing is both teams got to win. So this has been another episode of Intellectually Honest, unedited, uncut. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified for whenever I drop. Like, comment, subscribe. Please, I'm telling you, this is this is gonna be a journey that I'm gonna be well invested in, and I hope you guys are invested in it too, and invested in the channel, and stay tuned in and stay tapped in. So I'll catch y'all in the next one, and we out.